In this class, we will drive relationship between Cp and Cv. Cp and Cv are heat capacity and constant pressure and heat capacity at constant volume respectively. So without wasting time, let's start. We know Cp equal to del Q by del T at constant pressure and Cv heat capacity at constant volume. This is equal to del Q by del T at constant volume. But this dq equal to TdS for a reversible process. So replace this dq by TdS. Then the Cp value will become Cp will be equal to T del S by del T at constant pressure, and Cv will become equal to T del S by del T at constant volume. Now we know ds equal to Cp by T dt minus del V by del T at constant pressure dP. This equation we have derived in our previous class with the help of Maxwell equation. So at constant volume, divide this equation by dt. So this will become del S by del T at constant volume. Cp by T and dt is cancelled out. Similarly, this term. Now put equation 1 means the value of this Cp in equation 3, value of this put value of Cv, in equation 3. So put equation 1 in equation 3. So this del S by del T will be equal to Cv by T from equation 1. This Cv by T will be equal to del S by del T at constant volume. So I am replacing I am putting equation 1 in equation 3. Finally we will get this. So finally we will get this. Now rearrange this equation and we will get Cp minus Cv equal to this temperature in right hand side, and we will get this equation. Now let us consider function V. V is volume, which is a function of temperature and pressure. This volume is function of temperature and pressure. Now differentiate this volume. So if you differentiate this volume, you will finally get this value. So we are assuming constant volume. So at constant volume, this equation will be this one. At constant volume, this term will be 0. So we will left with only these terms. This will be equal to 0. Again rearrange this term. Finally you will get this. Take one term in the left hand side and another one term in right hand side. Finally you will get this equation. Or rearrange this equation, and finally you will get this equation. And let's say this is equation 5. Now put equation 5 in equation 4. In equation this Cp minus Cv equation. So finally you will get Cp minus Cv will be equal to this. After putting equation 5 in equation 4, finally you will get this equation. Now we have two terms. One is volume expansivity and another one is isothermal compressibility. Volume expansivity is beta, that is equal to 1 upon V del V by del T at constant pressure, and isothermal compressibility is equal to minus 1 upon V del V upon del T at constant pressure. So if we put this alpha and beta value in this equation, so finally we will get this equation. Now this equation is called Bayer equation. This equation is called Bayer equation. Bayer equation, which include both the function, the isothermal compressibility and volume expansivity. This is called Bayer equation. Now the alpha, which is isothermal compressibility, isothermal compressibility is always a positive quantity, and beta, which is volume expansivity, is positive for most of the substance, but it can be negative. But here we have beta square. It means whether beta is positive or negative, its square will always be positive. It means the alpha is positive, beta square is positive, temperature and volume are also positive quantity. It means this whole quantity is always positive. This whole quantity will always be positive. What it indicates? It indicates Cp minus Cv is always a positive quantity. It indicates the Cp value is always greater than Cv. Cp is always greater than Cv. So this is our first conclusion. Second, the difference between Cp and Cv will be 0. It means the Cp and Cv value will be identical at absolute 0 temperature. When temperature T is 0, then this right hand side term will be 0 and Cp will be equal to Cv. At absolute 0 temperature, the Cp and Cv value are identical. The third conclusion is the Cp and Cv value are identical for an incompressible substance, because both alpha and beta are volume dependent. So if this volume is 0, then this derivation will be 0. So both alpha and beta are volume dependent. For an incompressible substance, this dV will be equal to 0. It means this right hand side will be 0 and Cp minus Cv will be 0. So for an incompressible substance, Cp will be equal to Cv. So this is the end of this class. I hope you understand everything, but if you have any doubt, question, you can let me know. Thank you.